Hello and welcome back to Technical Tales Galactic Science. Well, today is the day. We are going to Mars. I think I've got all my preparations done. The only thing that recently occurred to me is because I died once, I've got a spare set of oxygen gear. And I think it's a good idea to, what is it? It is just the mask and the oxygen gear. And I think it's going to be a good idea to leave some of this on Mars, because if I die on Mars, I'll respawn on Mars. So I've already got a spare quest book that I'm going to leave in a chest near wherever I land. I'm going to assume that I'm going to land on Mars near the spawn point. So if I've got a chest with some basic breathing apparatus and a quest book, that should give me enough stuff to then go and find where I died and grab my stuff again. The other thing recently is I realised I'm going to need some wood up there. So yes, this thing could do with an influx of carbon. Okay, I don't think this place is going to keep running while I'm away because it doesn't actually have a chunk loader. But just in case it does, and because I want these logs, we're going to throw some pure coal in there, which is just carbon. Okay, I think I've got everything else I need. It's a bit trepidatious. Have trepidations. So in here I've put an oxygen sealer. My current load is fully charged, more or less. So this place now has a breathable atmosphere as well. So it acts like more of an airlock. So here is everything I think I'm going to need. Let's pick those up. Let's pick up spare oxygen tanks. And this thing. I made myself a golden bag of holding, which is portable inventory, and it's got all the really important stuff. So I think this is everything. I mean, we went over it. We did the test build. There's 16 aluminium wire in there. There's 24 oxygen pipe. I've got a lever in case I need it. I've got the fences. I've got some oak leaves I can throw down, just in case. I don't have any bone meal, but let's grab some bone meal so I can grow those saplings quicker. And some bone meal. I've got my Stirling generators, I've got some fluid conduits in case I need it. I've got the fuel drum with 78 buckets of fuel. I've also got loads of empty canisters. I've got a spare transfer node, a load of pipe, extra oxygen. I'm bringing my Galacticraft core wrench and my Ender IO wrench in case they become needed. I've got an oxygen bubble distributor that I made, a fuel loader, and an oxygen collector. I've also got a spare rocket launch pad, a load of glowstone torches, spare quest book, 4 chests that I can just throw down, the better barrel with the 2 upgrades and the void upgrade, relocator pipes, 2 module extractions, a load of floodlights, my dimensional chest that I plan to put on top of the ender quarry, a chemical decomposer for the power system, same with the entropy accelerator, a filled fuel canister, and 20 cans of food, which we may as well carry on us. Phew. I've made a backup of the world. I mean, I do that every time before I play anyway. So, this is it. Here we go. I did a few quick things here. We've got sealable aluminium wire and a tank to provide an air seal, because it turns out that my base is open to the oxygen collection area now. Probably because some of the pipes I ran opened it up. So I needed to make sure that I had an air seal here. The fuel goes up there, and power goes up there. At the moment, the fuel is just going into this bedrockian drum. And this thing's full as well. So, I suppose we load fuel. Status active. I have no idea how much fuel this thing takes. So I can get in and press F for fuel. So I assume I fill it up all the way. I've put one piece of cobblestone in there because I want to test what happens to this inventory when I reach Mars. Okay, we are full. And shift to get out, and then I fall inside and go to third person mode. So we will stop loading. And we're ready to go to Mars. Whew. Now there's nothing really much in the wiki about the controls on this thing, so I think I just go straight up. I mean, I can steer it, but I don't think I need to. And when I reach Mars, I think either I'm doing a powered descent, which means I have to press and hold space, or it will parachute in, and my parachute's supposed to open automatically. Here goes. Space to launch. Ooh. Here we go. 10, main engine start. 9, 8, guidance go. Fuel go. Oxygen go. Help! I don't want to go. Okay. Bye bye base. Oh, it goes dark quickly. Going up in the world. Yeah, let's sort of, aim between the sun and that. Oh, there's a scale there on the left, which might be slightly cut off from my recording. Basically, it shows a picture of me going up, and I think it's going to tell me when I reach the edge of space. Okay, here we go. So this is where I can choose my destinations. And it looks like I can go to everywhere except for Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Click again to zoom, view the moons and the satellites. Nice interface. So that's where I am. And there isn't a space station. I think that only shows up if you're carrying the materials to build one. So let's try Mars. Here we go. So yeah, Mars tier 2, Mercury is tier 2, and Venus is tier 2. As are the asteroids. So these are all places I could go and set up mining operations. Okay, Pluto's actually a tier 3. These ones are tier question mark, so possibly they're set so you can't actually reach them. Okay, so Mars. Let's land this sucker. Okay, I'm parachuting in. The parachute appears to have automatically opened, and now I'm bouncing. And it's night time, and I'm surrounded by mobs. How do I get out the landing balloons? There we go. There we go. Right, let's just try and get some distance. Start defending ourselves. I am wearing titanium armor. Okay, currently that guy's looking at me but he's not firing, because I want to find out when is the sun coming up. Because there's a little trick you can do where you look at a clock. Okay, it's towards the end of the night. Suppose I could try and clear some space here. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I could have done with a bow, couldn't I? The problem is I don't have any arrows. Yeah, that's not working. Okay, let's go. Where's my cobble? And there's a spider. I'm going to make ourselves a little shelter. Oh, that was a powerful explosion. Right, let's just try and... We're just going to make ourselves a little wall. A little place to hide out the night and maybe start oxygen collection. Yeah, you're going to be annoying. Don't know where my spaceship is. These guys are very good shots. Okay, I don't think... I didn't bring a fresh pick. Okay, I don't think they'll jump up on the roof spontaneously, so I don't have to worry about creepers, and I want to keep an eye on the sky. Okay, so here's the landing balloons. There's my rocket. Can I pick my rocket up? Bag of holding. Okay, one rocket. We're getting there, we're getting there. Chests. Because I want to unpack. Okay, so that's now everything in there. We need to start oxygen collection. Okay, so this is Mars subsurface rock. Yeah, and there goes my pick. I really should have made a fresh pick before I came here. I'm okay for air. How are we for mobs? Right there. And there's a creeper there as well, so they do jump up on the roof. Okay, the sun is about to rise. I think we'll come back once it is, so I can actually get out on the surface a bit. I really wish I'd brought a pick. And a creeper jumped in. No. Just as the sun is coming up as well. Everything is scattered. Right, iron chests. So much for sorting stuff. We're just going to throw it in a chest. Seem to have lost my second chest. Oh well. Right, I was in the process of making myself a stone pick. Okay, we appear to be mob free now, so let's dismantle this shelter a bit. Hello, spider. Go away, spider. Right, I'm going to reclaim these. I've got to get my oxygen bubble up and running. Okay, one thing I realised I forgot to bring is an oxygen compressor, so I don't have any more oxygen than I've got there. Right, I need to get my power supply up and running. I keep getting massive lag spikes. Don't know what's causing them. Okay, the days here are... Oh my god, we're halfway through this day already. The days here are a lot shorter. There's another lag spike. I don't know what my computer's doing. Excuse me a second. I can't see anything specific going on with the computer. I've just realised, as I said, that the sun is going to set again soon. This is almost unplayable. Oh well, I've got a... How... Look at this. Every few seconds, just frame rate just vanishes. How high can people jump? And there it goes again. I don't know if this is something to do with Mars or whatever, but luckily my computer is undergoing... The hard drives are doing something. I can hear them whizzing, or something is eating my CPU. Anyway, as I'm trying to say is I am about to undergo a computer upgrade. And it looks like it's necessary because I don't know what's going on here. Can F3 give us any idea? Am I out of memory? Memory's a little low. Allocated memory 100%, used memory 83%. What's that? You go Shift F3, you get more information. Question mark unspecified, 75%. Check my task manager again. It is just Java. It's having trouble keeping up with Mars. I don't know why. Never had any problem on the moon. This is almost unplayable. Okay, I've positioned Windows Task Manager somewhere I can see it, but the only thing spiking the CPU is Java. I'm going to try stopping and restarting. Okay, I increased the memory to 4 gigabytes and told it to use some form of optimization parameters for powerful computers. That might smooth things out, we will see. Could also be like a memory leak or something that only occurs when you go to Mars. So what I was trying to say, well, two things, is one, the days on Mars are a lot shorter than they are on the Moon. In fact, they're about normal Minecraft length, so we're going to get this defense up first. A bit, if I can. This is jumpable, but I don't think the mobs will think to do that. The other thing I'm saying is, in 2 days' time, from as I'm recording this, probably in the past, by the time you're seeing this, I'm getting a complete rebuild. I've needed it for a while because my computer's been suffering from random crashes and stuff. And so I've bought the pieces, used up a sizable chunk of my savings, unfortunately, but it's kind of necessary because I use my computer for everything. You know, I mean, it's my main source of entertainment. I use it for gaming. So, yeah. So I think it's worth it. Do I want to go further that way a bit? I think I do. But it means if something goes wrong, then there might be a delay in the next episode. But hopefully it won't. Okay, so if I can get this perimeter in, then I can get the power up and running, then I can get an oxygen bubble generator going. I'll have to bring an oxygen compressor with me at some point in the future. For now, though, I think I can get away with it. Okay, where are my torches? Alternatively, where are my lanterns? I'm still going to want the torches, though, because I need to light up the top of that wall. I need to give this a lip, so we're not vulnerable to spiders. I should be okay, because they shouldn't spawn within 40 of me, although as I move around, that becomes an issue. That's quicker. I've got like this feeling of panic in me because I'm so vulnerable. I've been safe in that moon base for so long. And now suddenly I'm here and I've got no infrastructure. My food is in one of those chests as well. Bottom of the wall has to be solid because there are baby zombies. Those things that move at high speed and fit through tiny little gaps and then just make your life miserable. Alright, so that's at least too high all the way round. Got to stop the spiders from being able to climb in. Okay. Phew. Alright, one of my oxygen tanks has run out, so we'll replace that. I've got to light up the inside of this place now. And there's the hole I left. What are you? Mars is a strange and scary place. Leaving a gap of 5 between each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that seems to be close enough for this thing to fully light up. I realise they could be more efficient if I started them further out from the wall. Okay, looking at the block light. Put one in the middle, and then we'll branch out from this. 1, 2, 3. I'm looking for a block light of 8, because that means it's 7 at my feet, which is when mobs can spawn. It's 2 lines up from where it says Armourer's Workshop. And then it says BL. That's what I'm looking at right now. Okay, I think our little compound is lit up. I'm curious if when I come back to Mars, whether I'll land in the same place. Right, power. Water needs to go into the decomposer. Okay. And pipey pipes. Okay, relocator pipes, extraction modules, Stirling generators. I'm looking for the quantum entropy generator. Okay. Hey, I remember to turn off F3 this time. So we come out of there and we want to go into the Stirling generators first. And then into the quantum entropy accelerator last. This can be one over. And then power. This is just me rebuilding the thing we designed before. So then power runs up to there. Okay, I've decided to put it there so I can get the 6 Stirling generators. Where are they? So they can all be positioned around here and have like a single bit of wire in between them. How are you burning? You've got hydrogen. I didn't throw anything in the entropy quantum accelerator. This thing seemed to... Maybe it's already had a charge. Okay, that's good. If I do this, the oxygen should end up in there. Yes, and so now we just need our barrel. And then power is up and running. Void upgrade, level 2 upgrade, level 1 upgrade, barrel. Shift right click, shift right click, shift right click. Okay, and can we grab some oxygen? Yes we can, from in there. Put it in, shift right click to lock it, and go. Okay, power is up and running and it's easily extensible. Extra Stirling engines go off that way, extend the wire pipe and just make the thingamy loop around. We already have full hydrogen in all of them and this one is filling up. Sorry about that, I had to go check the door because I'm expecting computer components to be delivered. Okay, where are my tins of food? Okay, next we need oxygen. So I'm going to level this out. I think like this is the floor of whatever it is I'm building here. I think my hope for my Mars base is that whenever I return I do arrive in the same spot. So I can sort of build a landing platform on the roof. So I'm going to flatten an area here, put down some soil saplings and see if I can bone meal them. And then I can set up the oxygen collector. Leave a gap of 4 between each to make maximum room for the leaves. If they grew on the moon, I assume they'll grow here. Ah, these things blocking the growth. 9 bone meal left. Will it work? It did. Right, so we've just got to lose leaves at the corners to make sure that the light works. So I do have extra leaves that I can scatter down, but for now I think we just want to put our oxygen collector in place. Where do we want it? I think there's fine. It's going to want power. I've only got 10 of these. It might be too far away. Let's see how far we can get it. Oh yeah, oxygen collectors have annoying power in the sides, don't they? Okay, collecting 160 a second. And we seem to have enough power for it, and that to run. So now I need my bubble distributor. And we'll be able to breathe easy. Now that's a fuel loader. Oxygen bubble distributor. This wants to be about the center of this place, doesn't it? So let's whack him down there. We've got one more bit of power. I maybe should have brought more Stirling engines. And oxygen pipe. There we go. That blue, that's breathable air. You can turn off the blue so you can't see it, but I think that's good enough. Okay, no oxygen storage. This thing's got it all. This thing's got power. If we go here now, we should have stopped using oxygen. And I can actually hear stuff now. How big will this grow? Okay, let's distribute our extra leaves. I like how you can hear whether you're inside or not. There is sound on Mars, but it's a lot quieter than normal because the air is so thin. So I think as I'm adding these leaves, I am expanding it. Okay, that's all of them down. 234... Okay, we're not quite reaching the corners of the base. But that's not bad. For one bubble generator. Definitely gives me a place I can stand and do most of my work without using up oxygen. Which is good. I wish I had a way of refilling these tanks, but I don't. Okay, we can put our launch pad here. Actually, the fuel loader needs power, doesn't it? Should have bought more wires. Should have bought a lot more wire. Okay, so if the fuel loader went there, it would have power, and the launch pad could be a 9x9. Okay, I did get my launch pad back from where I was. Ah, the fuel loader is a thingamy machine, so its power has to come in from the side. I'm trying to see if there's somewhere else the launch pad could go. 1, 2, 3. Could go here for now. So it needs a 3x3. Okay, for now, because I am limited in my wires, I think it has to go here. Because it should have a clear shot of the sky. So we're going to refuel our return craft. Fuel drum. Fluid conduits. There we go. We just have to remember to be refilling this at some point. And let's put our spaceship back in case we need to bug out. You never know, there might be a scientifically impossible windstorm. There we go. And you are refueling, I believe. Okay, that's it. We are on Mars. We are established. We have breathable air, which I believe I am currently breathing. I didn't bring an oxygen compressor, which was a mistake, because I've no way to refill these empty canisters. Got some spare mediums, one large heavy. Right, I think that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we will quickly set up the Ender Quarry and probably head back and configure the processing of the Deshore. Right, so that's fully loaded again. I think it used 4 buckets. So I'll have to remember to bring 4 buckets of fuel with me every time. 1 filled canister, so I should be able to put that in there. Okay, that's it for this episode. I think this is a pretty good start of a Mars base. It's not perfect, but we've got breathable air, we've got some power, and we've got our rocket set up, ready for our return journey. We've also got a little bit of defense. So I think over that way, no, that way is where we will set up the Ender Quarry. Actually, no, it has to be close to the power because I didn't bring enough power lines. Tell you what, the Ender Quarry can go there, and I'll build the fence line, which determines its digging area, underground. That way I can do it day or night, and it doesn't matter if those mobs are all over the place. So how are we doing for energy? You've got full energy. You've got full energy. And you've got full energy. Excellent. Everything is running nicely. Oh, this thing's actually full of hydrogen, which means it's not using any energy right now. Oh, problem. This thing stopped everything working. I think. Why aren't you burning? None of these are on. That seems to have fixed it. I set this to only extract 1 at a time, and it seems to be pulling enough to keep all this stuff running. Anyway, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye!